Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Caldwell.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Ryan.
Y'all, we have the illustrious and pious and gracious Matt and Ryan with us on the show today from SuperMega, youtube.com/SuperMega, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Thank you for the colorful adjectives.
Yeah, those adjectives were fantastic, man.
You know what? There's just not enough use of adjectives. People are all big on nouns these days, but I'm bringing it back.
Dude, you're bringing back adjectives, man.
Bringing out describing the nouns. That's perfect.
We love adjectives and nouns on this show and the combination therein. And as such, we have a suggestion from one of our listeners for what we should draw today.
We have a fantastic suggestion.
Yes. I want to get right into it, Nathan.
This suggestion comes to us from Future Wolf TSW, who says, "Can you draw knockoff Simpsons?"
Oh,
I like the sound of that.
It's been a while since we've done a knockoff episode, and I mean, the Simpsons they're sort of the progenitors of knockoffs in culture, just like all of the Simpsons merch.
yeah. I don't think we can call ourselves artists until we've knocked off The Simpsons, honestly. I think it's a rite of passage.
Yeah, rite of passage of being an artist. I used to draw The Simpsons all the time when I was young, and I draw like my own version that wasn't The Simpsons, and I thought I was being creative.
Were
and
they
like
a different color?
No, they were still yellow.
They're still yellow.
In my mind, it was like, this is my creation. This is mine. I made this.
So I'm just going to go ahead and start roughing in a father here.
A funny yellow father.
A funny yellow father. I kind of want to get a little bit of that like initial like Tracy Ullman style back into it.
Okay.
He's got a brutish brow.
He does.
He's just like a hideous ape.
Very ape-like, yes.
Uh-huh.
You got the nice round little teeth.
Yeah, round little teeth. We're going to need a name for this father, for this funny yellow father, as well as a name for the show, for our knockoff show.
Right.
So it's legally distinct.
Oh, absolutely.
If y'all want to brainstorm that while I rough in this this lovable gorilla dad.
Okay, yeah, there's the easy go-to, the Simpsons.
Absolutely.
That's the easy go-to, of course. You're switching out a letter. But we could get more creative if we wanted.
I say we get as creative as possible. And I say, probably, as I know on this show you guys do like adjectives, maybe even throw an adjective in there.
Oh.
Can I make a suggestion? Big Samp.
This is Father Big Samp.
This is Big Samp.
Father Big Samp.
Or even Daddy Big Samp if you want to go with Daddy. You could use Daddy.
Daddy Samp.
Daddy Samp, yeah.
The sample dad.
Have you guys ever seen, like, there actually is a knockoff Simpsons show in Georgia, like the country, not the state, where it was this terrifying 3D animated, like, monstrosity. It was like they asked someone who had maybe seen, like, one episode of The Simpsons, like, 4 years ago to create 3D models of what he recalled, and then they used those models to make an entire show about it, all in, like, the Georgian language.
Like, the only episode they'd seen was that one Treehouse of Horror where Homer goes into the 3D world, and then they were like, this is the show.
It's more terrifying than that. Like, it's legitimately upsetting.
Now, Caldwell...
Yeah?
Now, Caldwell, I've noticed that we've sort of... We've got some legs just sort of coming out of the bottom of the head.
And they've got some kicking shoes.
Yeah, those look great. Those are great shoes.
The shoes I couldn't fuck with. Those were gold from the start. I'm just stealing those from Matt Groening. No need to improve upon those. But I just thought I would streamline it a bit.
You save money. You don't have to animate a body.
Precisely. Like the torso. Like I work in the animation industry, and let me tell you, the amount of retakes you have to do on torso animation, like you'll get animation back from Korea, and it'll just be like wobbling all over the place.
Yeah.
Save them the trouble, save us the trouble. And, I mean, it already makes it much easier to Funko Pop-ify this.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, that looks like the perfect Funko Pop.
I want this on my shelf at work.
I would put that on my shelf.
I mean,
at work.
I don't usually collect Funko Pops, but if they ever made this, I would 100% pay, I don't know, 200. That's the highest I would go for it, I think.
Yeah, we'll call them like little Sampies.
Or we could just put the legitimate Simpsons logo on it and then, like,
there we go.
Scratch out just the Simpsons, so it's like and then in white magic marker, put in the Samp.
Is that the show, The Samp?
Wait. Maybe, what if it's just the word Samp? Like the clouds part the clouds part over the city, and it just goes, Sam!
Make it during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. There's just a big float, just
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, he's opening up. He's getting mad.
He's saying his famous catchphrase, grow.
Grow. His famous catchphrase, grow, which is what he does.
Oh, and his teeth just go all the way down.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that I've come up with a name for this Samp, and I think this is going to be Hunger Samp.
Hunger Samp. That's fun.
but hunger like HUONGER.
It's not the traditional spelling.
Hunger Sam.
Hungar.
No, it's a fun play on the phrasing. God, I feel so good about this. I feel good about what I've done.
This looks fantastic.
Nathan, do you want to hop in and maybe draw another Samp? Another one of the Samp clan?
You've given me such a strong direction to go, and I'm very appreciative of that.
Absolutely. I try to tee you up.
Thank you.
Should have slapped some overalls on that. Could have been in like an Illumination Pictures character.
Yeah, that's it's like a minion cross with Homer Simpson.
Not too late.
That's perfect.
Honestly, I think the overall strap should go over around his ear instead of his arm.
Yep. Thank you.
Should bring it up over there. Yeah, and it's
Yes, and it's forcing earwax out of his ear.
This is why we bring guests on, because they have ideas that we wouldn't even.
That's perfect.
Oh, it's glorious.
Oh, the squash and stretch on those. It's gonna be fantastic. Nathan, I need you to my hands are getting too warm.
Yeah, let me get in there.
Oh, but this character's always like looking for Marge in this needy way, but doesn't know why, just because he still has that longing for a wife that his previous life had.
Yeah, we got to take a rib from Adam and create a wife.
Are you quoting my favorite book?
Absolutely, the good book.
It's your favorite book too?
No, Nathan.
Yeah.
What, is this the
Now,
character?
Nathan?
Yeah.
Is there
What's
gonna be
up?
a mop stick or what? Mop stick.
Okay.
A broom handle would be the better word. Mop
So
stick.
this is just a Swiffer, is what you've drawn.
Yeah.
You've just drawn one of those clingy static dusters that people use in their homes.
Does he dust the house with her? Does he just pick her up and do housework with her?
He's a slob, so he's not doing the housework. But,
No.
I think
Nathan, I'm really hesitant for you to add anything else to
Just leave it at that.
maybe just
This is like if you took plankton from SpongeBob and put tempura plankton. Like if you turn him into a tempura version of himself.
like where do we think?
Oh, up there is pretty good. Yeah, facing the heavens, I think.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, you know what?
It's
You
like an
look so
ominous
good.
an ominous evil tower of Oh, there you go.
Oh, my wife is gorgeous.
These things give me so much trouble in Zelda.
Oh my gosh. What did
You have to equip the Marge armor. We do need a name for this.
Oh man,
Morgue.
There's morgue. Yeah, morgue.
Morgue is pretty good.
We got hunger. We got morgue.
Hunger and morgue.
just an American every couple.
This is like the American nuclear family when you think of it.
Yeah.
This is them.
Homer got too close to the power plant, and this is like...
Yeah, this gives a whole new definition to the term nuclear family.
Yeah, this is like our AU, where
This is after Homer does something catastrophic at the plant. There's one more sort of key feature I do need to add.
Oh yes,
the pearls.
I was actually gonna mention that. I was like, what about that classic necklace?
Yeah, and in this instance, those are used as a binding restraint so that Morgue cannot escape and unleash their terrible energies upon the world.
Morgue looks trapped and scared. Like it looks like hunger wrapped that around her.
She's like, "Help me, please."
Well, she only says
Imagine a room filled with just non-approving Marges. Just
I'd hate that, dude.
echoing through an auditorium.
I want that to be the new VR chat trend.
I want that to be my alarm clock in the morning.
disapproving
shit.
Marge to wake you up.
Yeah.
That would just start me off with anxiety.
The Marge
I'd be like,
crowd,
God.
alarm clock.
Hey, wait. Well, you know how Marge Simpson, like, they did, like, the Playboy shoot a couple years back?
Oh yeah.
Had forgotten, but thank you for reminding me.
What would Morg's Playboy shoot look like? Would you have to shave all the hair off? And, like what's underneath the hair?
Nobody knows, and nobody is allowed to know, strangely enough.
Yeah, in terms of attractiveness, we're going for more a conservative attractiveness.
Hey, I think beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, that one big eye.
Okay, what's this? What's going on to the left?
So we need sort of the kid character, the sort of the mischievous sort of troublemaker.
Gotta have that troublemaker.
Yeah. So I think he's
Crossing his arms.
crossing his arms. He's got some tude.
Or that could be a big fat necklace, like a big fat necklace of rope that used to like dock a boat with,
like an ascot or a popped collar.
Oh, it could be, yeah.
Yeah, or a wearable pretzel.
Yeah, maybe it's maybe he's a real fancy boy.
It looks like an Ed, Edd n Eddy version of Bart Simpson.
This does look like the weird scarf that Piccolo wears, but I think that's a good direction.
Yeah, so maybe he's got the shoulder pads as well.
You're borrowing a little bit, but I like it.
Is that a cape as well?
Yeah, it's a cape. All troublemaker bad boys have to have a cape. You had one in your middle school. You remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Always wearing that cape.
Well, I'm the kid that used to wear a pocket watch around his neck because he thought it was cool. So
Did you really?
when I was in elementary school, I wore a pocket watch around my neck because I'm like, this is awesome.
That makes it seem like you are the protagonist from like a kid's story, from like a young adult novel, and like the pocket watch will eventually take you to a magical dimension, but you probably just got beat up for it.
Or you can stop time with it. It seems like
Yeah.
one of the, it's like you don't want to know what I can do with this pocket watch.
It also seems like one of those novels that's like, extremely loud and incredibly close. Where I'm just,
You're just like this kind of troubled kid.
yeah.
Yeah, either you can stop time or you have cancer. Those are the two options.
Everyone's just like, why is this kid wearing this thing around his neck?
Why can't I stop time while having cancer? So it puts up the dilemma: should I live forever but never have company? Come on,
Dude,
that's a good dilemma to have.
That is an emotional novel waiting to be written right there.
We could starring these characters.
He stops time and then discovers these characters exist only when he stops time. So it's like, do I have to see my friends in the real world, but face my fate, or should I live in this frozen reality? But
cancer. Play into these creations.
I think the Bartman character, he rides a skateboard.
Yes.
yes, of course.
So I think we need
Can it be a one wheel? Actually, not trying to advertise for him, but
like a unicycle, or just he's like on a wheel, just sort of like on its side.
Just a tire that's sitting on its side, and he has to roll it around. Like, he can't actually ride on it, but he's burdened by it, and he has to have it with him, so he has to roll it everywhere.
He's like, check out my wheel, man. That's his catchphrase is, want a wheel?
want a wheel, dude? As he's smoking a cigarette.
He's the only
Take my
10-year-old that smokes.
He's got to have a cigarette. The troubled youth.
Gotta have my cigarettes.
Now, Nathan, I noticed that you've purposefully left a part of this boy vague.
Because I sort of went very, very sort of one-to-one with the Marge hair.
Yeah.
I had an idea for sort of a fun, kind of cool tude hair.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh.
All right.
Man.
I would think this is badass as a kid because I'm like, his hair's like a shark. Whoa.
It's like several shark fins.
Nathan, you fucking bad boy. You sinner.
I'm waiting. He looks at his pocket watch and he goes, I'm waiting.
So this is kind of the OC stand-in because he is like, it's Bart if Bart was trained by Piccolo and also Sonic the Hedgehog. He's undergone such tutelage.
And after his icon of a professional Let's Player, Ryan McGee, he does wear a pocket watch around his neck, and he smokes cigarettes. Looks fantastic.
It's a good look, honestly.
It looks really good.
That's how I pictured myself in elementary school.
when he grew up, he's like, this is going to be me.
I hope it's me. I could only dream this would become me.
Did y'all have any like school day proclivencies, kind of like weird fashion choices that you would make in addition to the pocket watch?
One day I decided to wear all black, and it was very noticeable, and my teachers kept asking me if I was okay and needed to go to the counselor. So there's that.
I wish I had been there for that, just to watch like you're like I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna express myself, and then your teacher's like, Ryan, are you okay?
I know, everyone was like, nice. Like, they'd look at me and be like, There's one girl on the bus that was like, yeah, maybe not that. And I was like, oh, thanks.
Dude, I had a girl, like, I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, like I was trying to figure myself out in high school, and like I wasn't the most fashionable kid, but I just remember like this girl just came up to me and was like, no, what you're wearing, no. And I was like, geez, all right.
You just unsolicited.
I know, I didn't even ask. She just came up and was like, no, you can't wear those two things together. And I was like, well, thank you.
At the time, you were probably annoyed by it, but like I'm sure looking back with the clarity of time, you're like, oh yeah, 100%, she was right.
No, 100%. Like that actually altered the way like I dressed, and like I do have to say it did help me for the better. So whoever that girl was who crippled my self-esteem back in high school, thank you.
Natalie Portman, strangely enough.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, I don't know where she is now, but
Go check out her newest movie, Annihilation, out in theaters now.
Thanks,
That would
Natalie.
be a very good celebrity prank. It's just like for promoting a movie is that they just go to like a random high school and make fun of kids.
And
I
just
think
cripple some kids' like self-worth.
yeah, I think that'd be real good.
Dude, if I was in high school and like Natalie Portman came to my school to do like a speech and then just like picked me out of the crowd and just called me out and just shit on me for what I was wearing. Like that would stick with me until the day I died. That would change me as a human, yeah.
It would be like Queer Eye, but it's just Natalie Portman roast your shoes. I think it'd be good. That's like my pitch for the show.
That sounds like a fantastic show, and I'd watch every episode of that.
Yeah, me too. Nathan, we've left you in the lurch long enough here.
I'm just adding some colors, just to, just not quite yellow, not quite blue.
Let's liven it up a bit.
It looks great.
Thank you.
It's very colorful.
Yeah, I do. It is just very sickly.
They're not in a good way.
No.
In sperm filled.
You.
What?
Sprum field.
No, don't. Do not go any further.
In Spermfield,
Spermfield, Illinois. That's where
where
the
the
show takes
Samps
place.
live.
Yep, the Samps of Spermfield. Nathan, you just got it in one. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Can I draw some more Samps?
Please take this away from me.
Nathan, you've blown it away, man. You've blown it out of the water.
Well, thank you. This is a good family.
Why was it in the water?
Because it's nice and
It's a nice day.
moist.
It's nice and sunny.
Nothing wrong with getting moist on a nice day.
They do love to get moist, these Samps.
So we've got Hunger
yeah,
Samp.
Morgue.
Morgue.
Did we come up with a name for this?
Not yet. Not yet.
No, yeah, there's no name for him yet.
Well, I like the kind of like Horseman of the Apocalypse theming we're going with thus far. Or these like it's more of the seven sins maybe.
Yeah. We got gluttony. We've got
Lust, that's lust right there.
And then avarice or greed, I think for sure.
Oh, 100%. He doesn't let anyone touch that wheel.
Hands off my wheel, man. Don't steal my wheel. That's what it is.
Is Lisa gonna be just like a floating entity that's just like spikes in all directions?
I think much like the show itself, Lisa is too pure and must be protected from these masses that she is forced to live with. Lisa is like the god who is ashamed of her creation.
She looks like, what's that Pokemon?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. The
Starmie.
Starmie.
Yeah.
Polly Starmie? Yeah.
It's like the sun from Teletubbies.
Is this just a retelling? Are those the three wise men? North Star?
Oh, and they're coming to see baby Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. That's perfect. I wish I had learned this in Sunday school.
It becomes, just more and more apparent that it's like someone who doesn't know the Simpsons or the Bible that well, but like wanted to include them both.
The greatest story ever told.
Love Lisa's just,
She's content.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Like everyone is like in some form of like deep emotion. Like Hunger is clearly enraged or confused. Morgan is like she looks terrified or like that eye is about to like discharge some form of ancient power. And then did we name him? I don't remember.
We haven't named him yet.
you gotta give him a name.
Brat Samp.
What about bargaining?
Bargaining Samp.
What about just Barg?
Barg is pretty good.
Barg. Barg, Morgan, Hunger.
Yep.
I just love hunger. It's just,
It fits.
hey, it's a word that exists. It's also, it happens to be a name now, so.
It is.
All right. So should I've got a little space left. Is it time to draw the baby?
Yeah, draw the baby.
Dude, draw the baby.
Dude, draw the baby. You won't.
Watch this dude draw the baby. Okay, so I'm going to draw a little crib here.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hey, everyone, he's going to draw a baby.
That's it.
He did it. That's the baby.
Yes.
Hell yeah. There it is. No, I think I liked the manger idea.
That's like Garfield's bed. Like, you know when Garfield sleeps in his little bed?
Maggie hates Mondays, too.
John bought him a little box, and that's just where he fucking sleeps.
That's probably his litter box that he has to sleep in.
It's a combo.
Sleep in your filth, you hideous cat.
You know, the saying, it's like, I don't shit where I sleep. Garfield does both the things in the exact same place.
That's weird though, but there's nothing in the manger. There's nothing in there. That's strange.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
That's weird.
What's happening?
Oh, no. Oh, Caldwell.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Honey, I blew up the baby.
That would have been a much nicer title for the movie.
I always hated that title because, like, I understood that blow up could also mean, like, enlarge, but it implied that, like, Rick Moranis murdered his child, and
Right. It was before the term blow up your spot, even. So they were pioneering use of language there. Oh, good. We've got the binky in there.
What?
What? That's like, you know what that looks like? It looks like one of those little, like, fake plastic candles from IKEA that has, like, the fake flame on the top that lights up. And she's sucking on it backwards.
Well, it's got to be something big enough to fit in her mouth. It could just be like
it's like the top of an oil tanker or something.
Yeah.
Or just a very large dreidel.
Yeah. Now maybe, yeah, I want to give her like she's still wearing the kind of the onesie. So she's just kind of like reclined in the background.
Oh, she's just laying back. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wrapped in swaddling cloth.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing sort of a Jabba the Hutt.
Like a French girl pose? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I just imagine panning over to the left in a photorealistic Mary and Joseph terrified.
Like
this was God's plan.
If you're not afraid to show your faith, put this nativity scene in your yard this Christmas.
I don't think the homeowners association would like that.
Well, sorry, that's just my religion, and if you don't support it, then I guess you're just a bigot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just petitioning City Hall to put this next to the Christmas tree in the town square.
They need to respect my beliefs as well.
I'm a professional bigot.
If you're not afraid to show your religion this holiday season, put this on your timeline. Bless your timeline with this masterpiece.
Wait, you got to do what Jesus had. Put the lightning scar on the forehead of Maggie.
Can her name be like Magnus or something?
Magnus Opus.
Magnus Day. Absolutely.
I could see like Mary was giving birth and Joseph's like, oh, I gotta run outside real quick, like to get her like something that she needs, and he comes back into the manger and like finds this scene, and his wife is gone, and there's just this.
For some reason, cigarettes exist now.
Yeah.
Did they have cigarettes back in biblical times?
They only smoked clove cigarettes.
They were only smoking cloves back then.
we go to the cloves?
Man, guys, I might have to pause this recording session and go smoke up some cloves.
Absolutely. I'm craving cloves.
I mean, what do you think they were doing with all that frankincense?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Grinding that shit down. All right. We got Magnus Day. We got Barg. We got Morg. And we got Hunger. But who is this shining exemplar over here?
League.
Linda?
Linda Belcher.
I feel like if I touched her, I would either like, it's one of two options. I'd either get some kind of like magnificent superpower,
yeah,
or I would contract like terrible radiation poisoning,
or just be obliterated on the spot.
Yeah, you just pop like a balloon.
Yeah, Lisa is the fractal judgment by which the people of this universe are sorted.
That's her name.
Fractal judgment.
Fractal judgment.
Of which the people of this universe are sorted.
Can we just call her Judgment?
Judgment.
Yes.
Judgment. What?
She is Judgment.
What, is it? It's not Borg. What is it? Barg. Yeah.
It's Barg.
Judgment, Barg, Morg, Hunger, and
Magnus Day.
Magnus Day.
Judgment.
The Samps, here they are.
The Samps, guys.
Wait. They have a dog, don't they?
Just draw a little worm as a dog. That's it.
Yeah, they have a worm.
We'll complete it. Just a
Just
little
tiny
worm
little
dog.
worm.
Oh yeah,
The wonderful thing about The Simpsons is there are so many characters we haven't even gotten to.
Oh my gosh,
so
yeah.
we can absolutely revisit this topic with new guests, and maybe they'll send us in a new direction. Okay, good. The dog
Yes.
with
Yes.
It looks like Ryan's dog. That totally looks like your dog, minus the snake like body.
This is
the Snowball 3.
Snowball 3. I like it.
V.2.
That looks fantastic.
Yeah, just got that in there at the last minute.
It is just. Oh, I was gonna say just leave it transparent.
Yep.
He's just an outline of a dog.
Oh, hold on, I got a better idea. Let me just kind of lower that a bit. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Just a little opacity on it so you know that it is a ghost dog
He's
Yeah.
a ghost dog.
that only Morg can see.
With her all-seeing eye.
All right. Thank y'all so much for coming on the show. I'm going to put the logo up top here while we finish up. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming. Where can people find y'all on the internet?
Ooh, Ryan, why don't you go first, buddy?
Individually, you can find me over at Eli Rye McGee on Twitter and pretty much any social. But like as a group, we are SuperMega on YouTube, at
Yeah.
SuperMega Show on Twitter. Go check out our stuff. Matt, back to you.
Hey man, you can find me at it's at Matt H Watson, MATTH Watson on all socials. And like Ryan said, we got our YouTube channel SuperMega where we do like a weekly podcast. We do gaming stuff. We do live action stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of knee slapping, tongue biting. I don't know.
Comedy, funny comedy.
It's funny. It's funny stuff.
Yeah, like butt clenching, knee slapping, tongue biting, all the stuff.
Bone shattering.
Bone-shattering
Coccyx
laughter.
snapping.
Yeah. Spine draining.
Speaking of your podcast, I'm about to be on that.
Dude, he is about to be
you
on
are.
it. I mean, like you guys can come over and check that podcast out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you want one to start with, listen to the one with me, a familiar voice to your ears.
We're gonna be exclusively talking about Samp on that podcast.
Oh, yeah, y'all got to like further develop it and, like delve into the episodes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we got some plot lines.
Yeah, you got to start working on the beat sheet for sure. I have added just like a bloody title that will remain on top of the screen throughout the
This is
episode.
good.
It's like a watermark so no one steals it.
Exactly. Well, thank y'all so much for coming on. This has been an absolute blast. I'm very excited to pitch this to the Fonks Network. If you have suggestions for what we should draw next, you can leave them in the comments below or tweet at us at Drawfee Show. I'm at Caldy on Twitter.
I'm at Nathan Yaffe.
And one last plug of my own. I am on a new D&D podcast called Not Another D&D Podcast. It's very fun. I do it with my friends Murph and Emily and Jake Hurwitz. Check that out on iTunes as well. That's enough plugs. Let's all just stare at Samp.
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 That's nice.
I feel
Sam.
the eye like piercing into my soul.
No joke. Oh, I'm in pain right now.
The eye of Morg compels me to apologize for what we've done. So I'm going to go
Yes.
ahead and end the show by saying we're sorry, as we often do.
I'm Samp Bree.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's actually more.
Shreds my throat, man. I can't do that.
See ya.